Great rising, great being, great ending, depending on what part of time this reaches you. Sometimes you gotta build from the ground up, you know. Sometimes you just gotta be in that moment of where you at in your process, even if it's at the bottom. Because see, the bottom is where you get your greatest shit. The bottom is where you really had a less pressure. Because see, when you at the bottom, your only expectation is to go up. So therefore, the only thing in your mind is ways to come up, ways to build yourself up, ways to get yourself up out of certain situations. So in them moments where you feel like your business ain't getting nowhere and you building it from the ground, your relationship ain't going nowhere and you built it from the ground up with good foundation, sometimes it's really all about being in the moment to allow yourself to fully zone in to picture where it is you want to go. You know, because everybody has a goal, a dream, and an idea. But see, don't everybody have what it takes to build it from the ground up? See, we live in a society where everything is at a convenience. So as soon as we think of an idea, we want to convenience ourselves to with the expectation of it's supposed to be right now. No, it's not supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be trusting the process, and part of that process is being patient. And while you're being patient, you're supposed to be zoning in and keeping up here where it is you want to go, all the things it's going to take for you to get there. It's just a certain discipline and a certain focus that comes with really building things from the ground up. See, you appreciate it more when you build it from the ground up. When you got to put in that work, when you the one who laid that foundation, you the one who built every layer of that step to get you to a higher place in life, a higher place in spirit, or a higher place with yourself, with your partner. Quit letting these outside distractions and quit comparing yourself to everybody else's process. The person next to you, they might be presenting it like they building from the ground up, but you don't know everybody's story. You don't know everybody's process. Just trust yours. Trust yours with the faith that it's in God's will, because that's key number one. If you're not building and you're not doing things with the will of God in mind and the faith it takes to acquire what it is you already failed. Because it's not you doing it on your own. There's always a source in play. So don't worry about what the person next to you source is. They could have the wrong source. Yeah, they might have an investor, right? But I bet money that the investor wants return. Only return God wants is your faith in him. And that's free 99. So while you sitting there wondering why shit ain't getting off the ground, shit ain't moving fast enough, you might want to check yourself and how you're thinking of the process. Because if you just want a microwave goal, if you just want a hot pocket, if you just want a hot pocket of a goal, well, that's what you're going to get. That's what you're going to get. You can't be putting a hot pocket in the microwave, press 3 minutes, then come back and expect it to be a full course meal on the stove. It don't work like that. Sometimes you gotta walk your ass to the grocery store, get your ingredients, come home, cut up your own ingredients, look at the recipe, study your ingredients, study the methods you have to use, and then cook your motherfucking ass off. And then later on, God gonna prepare at the table as you cook it. He just wanna see that you gonna get in that kitchen and take the heat. Yeah, sometimes he just wanna see if you gonna get in the kitchen and take the heat. And while you doing that, while you showing him you have faith, diligence, discipline, and all the things that come with that full course meal, he already preparing the table. So when you done, you just gotta walk your plate right there. Oh yeah, God plate too. Give God some. He the reason you eating. So give him that praise, that glory, that faith in him, and then I promise you, you're going to see yourself different. Because you ain't going to be comparing yourself no more to everything that's around you, because you're going to understand that you in a league of your own. So it don't matter what everybody else doing. It don't matter what everybody else going. It don't matter what that person's foundation looks like. Yeah, it looked good, but I bet you it's faulty. You trusting your process and being consistent with your flow, your drive, that's what's going to get you to the end goal. And that's God's end game. God wants you to have so much faith in him, you don't have to depend on nobody else, no matter what. All your faith is in yourself and in you. And see, when you have faith in yourself, that's a reflection of having faith in God. Because if you're doing right, you walking right, you're going to get what's right. And to those who don't like God, I'll say source, because it's always a higher something. Even if it's your higher self, and consciously, that's still a higher source. That's another video. But at the end of the day, when you build from the ground up, quit trying to microwave everything and micromanage everything. Take your time and cook. Let God micromanage everything else, and then you just show up and show out. Wake up. As always, be you, never settle. One love.